Yo, this thing's back. 2005 Ford 500. I put a power steering pump in it when it came in here last. Now it's overheating. It's kind of strange because when he's driving down the road it overheats, and if he's sitting and letting it idle it actually cools down. I replaced a thermostat on it. There's 3 bolts right in here, and then it falls out the bottom and it's kind of a pain in the butt. I wanted to check the thermostat. I don't know, it's old and crusty. The rubber's all gone on it. I tried to push down on it too with both my thumbs. It didn't feel right. I could only get it so far. You can see right there it's been hitting on the bottom of the body of the thermostat, so I don't know. It's a factory thermostat. They were only like $8, so I just got one. And it's still overheating. The fun thing is the top hoses, they get super hot, and the bottom hose down here is really cold. This is where the thermostat is right in here. So for whatever reason the coolant's not cycling. He's still getting heat inside the car, so I'm thinking there's something going on with this water pump. I'm gonna take the front of this off, and I'm gonna see if something's going on with this thing. I'm gonna get this air box out of my way first. There's a plastic little green thing you push on this tab and you can pop that out. This has got a child-proof connector on it. It's red. You pull up on it and then you can unplug the mass airflow sensor. I can get this hose off of here. A couple of clamps. 8mm or a regular screw right here for the hose clamp. This comes out. I'm going to put a drain pan under here. Probably don't need to, but I'm going to try and take this whole air box out of here just because it looks like it's easy to get out. 8mm. There's a couple rubber buttons down here. I'm going to get under it with a pry bar and try to pop it out. Take the radiator cap off too. I'm going to take off all of these hoses that are on this plastic adapter thing. Hopefully none of this breaks. It seems new enough. This stuff gets brittle when it gets old and it breaks. There's 2 8mm bolts. So I'm going to leave it in there. I'm just going to turn this to get these bolts out because some of them are in the way of the housing. Now this whole thing is unbolted, but I just want to get this front cover off of here. I guess I'm taking it all off. I got one more clamp on this. Now, the reason why I wanted to get this off like this is because I got the suspicious feeling that if I put this back on here all the way, it just sits here and spins. This is pushed all the way in. And the reason why, because these teeth are all chewed up. They're wore out completely. Yeah, there's a little difference between the two. Funky. You should probably replace a thermostat if you're going to do this job, if you haven't already. Right now would be a good time because it's out of the car. I'm going to take this gasket off. Make sure the sealing surface is clean. Doesn't even look like I got to hit it with a razor blade. I'm going to put a little brake cleaner on a rag. Wipe it down 2 or 3 times. Just to try to get all the coolant off, because I'm going to use gasket sealant and I want it to stick really good. I don't trust these gaskets to work real good. Usually they're in a box and they're banged around and beat up. I mean, this black stuff is sealant and a lot of people just slap it on. But I don't trust it. For extra insurance, I'm going to put some gasket sealant on it. I got some ultra gray that I use for just about everything. I'm just going to put some on here real thin, just a real thin coat. There, just like that. So it's a little black and a little gray. Just a real light coat. I'm going to stick this on here. There's a tab here I can bend. Try to hold it on. Stick this hose on here. Turn that until it's in the hole. Yeah, it doesn't turn. Amazing. I'm going to start these long bolts first. Now that I got these a little bit snug, I don't know what the actual torque is, but as a guess, I would say they're about 6 foot-pounds, so they're probably about 72 inch-pounds. If you really care, you want to look it up, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of go crisscrossing around until I get all these tight. There, I got all those on. Now I just got to put the hoses on. It's always an impression where the hose was put on. I always try to put it on the same way it came off. This little clippy thing actually worked. Sometimes when you snap them, they break the hose. When they get old. Now if you look there, that's all the sealant that's squished out of it. It's barely any. It's perfect. Any more than that, it might come apart inside the water pump and go through your cooling system. And that's it. I just got to pressure test it, fill it with coolant, and get it out of here. Okay, bye.